Once upon a time, there lived a man named Ming in a village nestled among the mountains of China. He was known for his intelligence, compassion, and hard work. He possessed a natural charisma that drew people to him. However, there was one thing that always bothered him. He felt he was not receiving the respect he deserved. The reason for this was a set of 6 habits that were hindering his growth and preventing him from reaching his full potential. One day, he went to the top of Mount Putuo, where a Buddhist monk lived in a simple temple. This Buddhist monk was famous throughout the region for his wisdom and self-knowledge. As soon as the monk saw Ming approaching, he welcomed him with a warm smile and invited him to sit down with great affection. Ming then poured out his heart, narrating the story of his struggles and difficulties, which he considered to be the biggest problem in his life. The core issue behind all his problems was that he did not feel respected. The monk listened attentively to every word, nodding his head from time to time. When Ming finished speaking and fell silent, the monk said in a very calm and soothing voice, "Dear Ming, respect is earned. To gain the respect of others, you must first learn to respect yourself. And to do that, you need to let go of those 6 habits that are holding you back." Ming looked at the Buddhist monk with hopeful eyes, eager to know what those 6 habits were and how to overcome them. The monk began listing the habits. The first habit, which is the biggest obstacle in your work and you need to discard, is procrastination. By delaying your work, you deprive yourself of the right opportunities to move forward and achieve greatness. Procrastinating means postponing your success. Remember, if you keep delaying your work, someone else will do that work and snatch away success, leaving your dream as just a dream. Therefore, be disciplined and fulfill your responsibilities wholeheartedly. The second bad habit is the habit of judging people. Without really knowing someone, without understanding them properly, we form a certain opinion about them, and often this opinion is negative. Forming an opinion means that we can no longer see that person or thing as they truly are, because our opinion becomes an obstacle to understanding their true nature. The Buddhist monk said that we should not form negative or positive opinions about someone or any situation without fully knowing or understanding them. The third habit the Buddhist monk mentioned is to stop being miserable about everything. Not every situation and thing can be under our control, nor will everything happen according to our wishes. There will always be things happening against our will. So stop being miserable about the things that are not in your control and that you cannot do anything about. The fourth habit is to remove jealousy and envy from within you, as well as any complaints or dissatisfaction. Keeping baseless jealousy and anger within ourselves only harms us. It creates fear and doubt within, which pollutes the intellect and gives rise to delusions. And because of delusions, one cannot succeed in any task. So get rid of these negative habits as soon as possible. The fifth habit to discard is the habit of blaming others. Putting the blame for your mistakes on others is very wrong. It creates a very bad image of us in society, and instead of learning from mistakes and moving forward, our focus gets stuck on hiding the mistakes and proving others wrong. When something good happens, we don't hesitate to take credit for it. So if something goes wrong, we should also take the blame ourselves. Blaming others is a sign of unsuccessful people who blame others for their failures. Sometimes others' mistakes may spoil our work, but if someone is constantly blaming others for their failures, understand that the fault lies with that person themselves, not others. Admitting our mistakes does not make us smaller or inferior. So instead of blaming others for our failures, it is better to admit our mistakes and learn from them to move forward. The sixth and final bad habit is the desire for praise from others. We often do new things to show off to others. We want people to praise us for everything, speak highly of us, and appreciate whatever we do. If we are criticized for anything, we become very sad. And in this way, we become puppets in people's hands. So we do not need others' praise, which is hollow and can lift us to the sky one moment and drop us down in the next. We should not care about others' praise or criticism and just do what we like and what we think is right, as long as it is ethical. Ming said to the Buddhist monk, "You told me about 6 bad habits, but it is very difficult to leave old habits and adopt new ones. So my question is, why does our mind resist adopting new habits, and how can new habits be adopted easily?" The Buddhist monk said, Most people fail to change their habits because they associate unrealistic expectations with the new habit. For example, if someone wants to adopt the new habit of waking up early and exercising, they expect that this new habit will cause their weight to drop rapidly or their body to become powerful quickly. But in reality, it takes time to achieve both these results. However, our mind predecides what the results should be, and when the results do not match our expectations, we become disappointed and demotivated, reverting to our old habits. But the person who starts a new habit with realistic and correct expectations does not become disappointed and dejected, and can overcome their internal resistance during the habit change. Now the next question is how to adopt habits easily. There are 5 simple rules for this. First, write down your thoughts. Identify all the things you want to change, big or small. Write them all down. Second, take baby steps. Start the change with the smallest habit. Make this change so easy that you cannot refuse it. For example, start each morning with 2 minutes of gratitude or decide to practice meditation for just 5 minutes every morning. Third, reduce your lazy procrastination habit and consciously associate the outcome of your practice with something pleasurable. For example, tell yourself that when I complete my morning meditation and exercise, I will have a cup of tea, but only after completing the routine. The fourth rule is to allow the practice to become a habit. Don't start the next new habit until the current one has become an ingrained part of your daily routine. The fifth habit is gratitude. For whatever habit you want to inculcate in your life, start expressing gratitude to the universe or the supreme power for things associated with that habit. For instance, if you want to develop the habit of being happy, start expressing gratitude for all the good things that bring joy into your life. And you will see that all those good things will start multiplying and coming back to you. Remember, it is those who remain inactive and insensitive that does not make mistakes. Only those who try something new make mistakes. Making mistakes and learning from them is a part of life. So do not be afraid of making mistakes, but repeating the same mistake is foolishness. The Buddhist monk continued, "Now I will tell you about 10 simple habits that are necessary for leading an easy and more organized life. When you implement some of these habits, you will find yourself with a sense of control and realize that you are doing much more work than before without getting tired. However, you do not need to implement all 10 habits. Some habits will be more applicable than others. You have to decide which habits will work for you. First, collect habits. Start writing down any good thoughts, small or big opportunities that come your way on a piece of paper. Keep a small diary with you. Second, once you have all the information and things collected, think it through properly and then do not delay making a decision. Make it immediately and get to work. Third, write down the top 3 tasks you need to complete every day and make an effort to complete them no matter what. Fourth, develop the habit of focusing on one task at a time. Never try to do more than one task at the same time. Fifth, keep things simple and tidy, especially the list on which you write your goals and plans. Keep your list absolutely clear, simple, and easy to read. Sixth, always keep your room and workspace clean, tidy, and organized. Make it a habit to organize things around you while moving around or by taking some time out. Seventh, set weekly goals and keep checking if they are completely correct, and if any changes need to be made, you can do that too. Eighth, make habits easy by focusing only on the essential things and letting go of the rest. Ninth, maintain that consistent morning and evening routine that you enjoy because it will keep you happy and refreshed from within. 10th, find habits related to the things you are interested in. Dedicate your life to the things you are passionate about. Do not waste your energy and time on unnecessary things and tasks. So these were all the habits that can change your life. But do not make the mistake of adopting all these habits at once. When one habit becomes a part of your daily routine, then move on to the next one. After saying this, the Buddhist monk concluded, and Ming thanked him and went back home to follow the advice given by the Buddhist monk. If this transformative tale inspired you, smash that like button. Share these life-changing lessons with your loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to never miss our uplifting stories that enrich your life. Let's start our journey to happiness today by adopting one good habit from the wise monk's advice.